Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Alright, so in today's video, bro, I'm gonna be showing y'all how you're able to do this. How you're able to do this and you could get views. And so this is the whole video showing y'all how to actually escape zero view jail. Even if you're on a newer channel, like I said, I dealt with this on many of my channels, and sometimes what the algorithm does, it struggles to push your videos out. It struggles to push all of your videos out. And if you do this, it could work for your channel. It could work, but it could. I heard a lot of fucking gurus and coaches in this space be like, "Oh, bro, if you view bot, it could fuck you over." They're subscribers chasers. Us, we don't subscribe chase, so we good. But what I basically want to tell y'all is the panel. The panel, it sparks it up a bit. The panel sparks it up. Never send views yet. You want to wait 6 to 12 hours. 12 hours max is, and then you want to make sure it's public. And you want to go to the panel, and you want to check your reach. You want to make sure you have more than 150 impressions. And yeah, so the main thing is what I want you to do is check for 150 impressions. If you see over more than 1,000 impressions right here, and you see, so once you hit 1,005,000 impressions, then that's when you send 100 views. When you send 100 views, here's what happens. So, and this happens in my other channel, but here's what happens when you send 100 views. So when you send 100 views, your views might do this, and I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna mute this real quick, and I'm gonna go to my analytics, and I want to show you how most of these channels do this. Most of these channels apply this, but it's not a guarantee that you will blow up and you will get a lot of growth. Like I said, this is really how you buy views and how you grow it organically. So what the algorithm sometimes do, and YouTube can't even stop that. The algorithm struggles to get views. And it's not because your hook is ass, your video's ass. Bro, your video packaging could be good. What happens is right here is the algorithm struggles. So you see, on a newer channel. So when you create the newer channel, let's say you created a newer channel, what you would do is, I want you to actually, so post your first video, and if you see impressions, right, 17K impressions, so when it's hit over, so over like 1K to 5K, then that's when you can send 100 views max. And what I mean by sending 100 views max, let me go to my SMM panel. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I mean. And like I said, YouTube, and I want to say this, I respect YouTube employees, but they've been on my behind lately. They see me dropping these methods. They see me releasing stuff. They see me, and I can lie, on Twitter I was being a little bit needy, a little bit smart addict and shit. It was for a reason, bro. It was for a reason because guess what? The employees, they need to be put in a place, and they need to be really checked out because they need to help this algorithm become a better algorithm. Because it's crazy that we can make good videos. You can have the best videos in the world, and your video will get stuck. So in this video, I'm going to be basically explaining you how to not get stuck, and I'm going to basically give you the cheat code. So what I mean by cheat code, I'm going to go ahead and make the link to the SOPs will be below in the description where you can check it out at. So yeah, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is give it a screenshot. And I'm going to say, so give me a updated version from 0 to 1K views all the way up until 1 million views. So we'll go to here. And I'm gonna go to SMM panel. So yeah, I had a lot of blueprints right here. So I'm gonna open up this updated one. So yeah, so what we're gonna have to do is go over there, online viewer. We're gonna basically duplicate this. Come over to this, duplicate this tab, go to this. And what I'm gonna do is open this one up. Alright, so yeah, this is the updated version. Alright, so I don't think it changed no difference. Alright, so what I'm gonna have it do, give me for every impressions on how many views to send. Make a new SOP. Or add it to this SOP. So I'm gonna just have it added to the SOP, but yeah, so it's gonna basically tell us like how many views we send, because I know I see a lot of these coaches out there, and and I don't want to be a smart, but there's a lot of oh my god, bro, there's a lot of course sellers out there, and they will literally tell you how to, oh, we can't help you until you buy a course, and I dealt with it, and it's like, bro, most people can't really afford stuff, and I do these videos because for people who really can't afford stuff, then I don't do it for no get rich scheme, because I know YouTube automation is not no get rich scheme, and I know there's many things you gotta go through to get these channels where you gotta get it to. But yeah, so you can see this one is updated right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over to this. I'm gonna basically drag this one in here. All right, so it's processing right here. All right, so it's drug. All right. So this is the full, yep. So this is the full updated part. This is the full uploaded part, updated one. All right. So when you have we have close to 2,000 impressions, you can send 100 views. So when you send 100 views, here's what happens. So when you send these 100 views, the first 24 hours, and these gurus don't tell you this, first 24 hours, YouTube basically calibrate. And it tests your video out. So it tests it to a smaller group. And then it sees how the smaller group engages with it. And then it starts testing it again another 6 hours. And it seems like it repeats every 6 hours. And it keeps testing and keeps testing and keeps testing. In the first 4.4K views, right here, you see browse features, YouTube search. And it keeps testing and keeps testing. So you can see 8.3 impressions click-through rate CTR. And yeah, so you see I was stuck at 500 views. And then what happened later on was YouTube pushed it. So if we go to the first 7 days, it basically was at nothing. So we can see right here, 2026, we see April. Yeah, April was when we was basically gaining like some views, but we didn't have many views. So it started like right here, and then that's when YouTube tested it and it was testing them more. So yeah, so basically like this, so you can see that it started like here, bro. It went up, and after I basically used that panel helped it out a bit. So it helped it go to 17K impressions, 7.3% CTR, and they gave it a 1% average view duration. And you can see this right here. So, and I want to basically tell you that this panel worked for one of my channels that actually got banned. One of my old 2K channels that got banned. And yeah, a lot of these smart Alex. And I want to say this too. And fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas want to laugh at me? Hey, bitch. Hey, listen here, bitch. I had a lot of people that fuck with me. So most of your girlfriends niggas probably knows about me, probably watch my videos and shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga. So you sitting up there laughing and shit. Hey, keep laughing, bitch. I got met this pussy. Yeah, nigga. Put you right in your fucking spot, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, fuck you gonna do to me, nigga. Yeah. 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 So, yeah. So you can see 5K right here. So on my other channel, I was gaining 5K views, and I had a lot of impressions. So, like I said, impressions is really the thing you need the most to get pushed. So, yeah. So you can see this right here was gaining at least 3 views per. It was gaining good views per hour, then it died down. But yeah, so it will basically test pool, and it sends it to a ghost audience. It sends it to a random audience. It will see how the random audience do with the video, and then it will start test pooling. So when you use a panel, I feel like the panel's like a speed up a bit, like to it. So yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna be basically telling y'all the panels that I think that's best for y'all to use. So you can see right here, this is what we did. So we used that panel, and it started pushing our video out to like the real audience. It pushed it to this, And you can see this right here. So it pushed the UK, airplanes. It pushed it all out to random artists. And then the gurus wanted to come at me and told me, oh, bro, panels mess up your video. So look, the things with what this is, YouTube, when YouTube test pools, it test pools your whole video. And you don't do the subscribers. You let the real audience come in. See, what happens is with YouTube, it test pools it. And you want to go for at least more. You want to go for, so you want to try to go for a 70% state to watch right here. 70 at the 30 mark hash mark. The first 30 seconds is the make or break the video. So the first 30 seconds is the only thing that really matters, and that's the only thing that will keep the viewers on. So first 30 seconds all the way up until 1 minute, that's the most thing you should be worried about. And a lot of these coaches and what they rap about and what they teach, they be like, oh, this is not enough, bro. I be like, bro, the first 30 seconds is the most important part. First 30 seconds all the way up until 1:30 of the video is the most important part of the YouTube video. After that, bro, the CTR. So this is basically a whole AI generated thumbnail. What I basically did was, let me relaunch this. So what I basically did was I used an SMM panel, and it was SMM pack panel. It was SMM pack panel. I sent like 100 views, and I'm gonna tell you the slots I was using. All right, so I'm gonna tell you the slots I was using, but I basically just had it updated. You see it updated, so. Yeah, you see it updated, but this is for like a video. Yeah, so you see state to watch. So it updated, but you basically want to try to go for this, but it could be a bit better. But you can see this average view duration was like 2 minutes right here. It was 68. So you wanna try to go for like 78%, like I always tell y'all. And the reason why this didn't do as well right here because of CTR, the thumbnail. So thumbnail could have been a bit better, but like I said, we always have another chance. So you can see Suggers videos, browse features, and you can see Yahoo search, YouTube search, and you can see that it went to the right audience. And the real reason why y'all videos how to really gain impressions. And all right, so what we're gonna do is go to SMM back panel. And the thing is, the good coaches, they're not gonna really tell you this. And it's crazy to tell you this, but they're all liars. They're all liars, and then it's just fuck those guys right now, bro. It's a headache when we fuck with those guys. I ain't bringing those guys up. But so if we go to pack panel, SMM real. So pack panel works very well. And pack panel, it's really built for it. But there's an Indian that's running the server, and he keeps bringing out a lot of updates. And he's every time he changes it around, and he messes up a bit. But this tool I was using right here, I was using this slot called Browse Features. So if we scroll over a bit, it was this slot right here called Speed Suggers YouTube search right here, Browse Features. I was using this, and I sent about over. So this is what I sent. I had loaded my credit card. So you do need a credit card for this. You just load your credit card, and then once you load the card, so let me show you. So once you load the card, you never gotta use the card again. So this is like a one-time thing. You load it, you use it, and you never gotta use it again. And like I said, if you go back to my other video when I did the SMM about extra speed stuff, there was somebody in my video talking about the SMM panel stuff. But you can see Visa method, bro. You load it one time, so you could load like $5, and then what it does is you own your own. I'm gonna tell you these slots. What messes up your videos a lot, and the gurus don't say this. External fucks up the entire whole things of the videos. You can literally use an AI generated photo and use the site. So browse features, you can use non-drop right here. So you want to use no. Don't use. Please don't chat. Please don't. It's going to ruin your video, and it's going to ruin your video, and you're not going to get pushed. So you want to basically avoid this. So you want to use browse, and you basically want to use Suggers right here. So you want to use browse Suggers. And you want to look for Suggers. So if it says over external, don't use it. Don't use it because, bro, that's a no-no. And it's going to mess up your video. So you can see right here, no drop. So 2 to 3 minutes right here. And let's see if it has no external. All right, so we can use this right here. But you can use about. So what I'll tell you how to do is if you're new to this and you basically want to stay on the safe side, don't use this. This will mess up your video. Anything to do with external is going to ruin your video. It's going to ruin it. It's not going to get pushed. And I'm going to be quite honest with y'all because I've been a YouTuber for years. So you could use 500 right here. It will be about 0.84 cents. and I'm pretty sure that's not nothing to y'all. So, and yeah, so if you're really struggling right here, this is a real method how to really get views. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people tell me this works. So, and what happens is you will gain impressions. So once you use this panel, you will gain impressions. But the CTR comes from the thumbnail. So that part, you got to do that your part. You got to do that part, buddy. Like I said, buddy, I already gave you methods on how to create the scripts. The scripts is gonna match the title. So there's methods out on my channel, bro. But this video is really covering how to use SMM panel. So for this CTR part, bro, what you gotta do is you could get an AI generated thumbnail. So you can use AI generated for this right here, AI generated, and it's gonna generate your thumbnail. And I can show you that I literally use AI for this. This is an AI generated thumbnail. So if we go to Gemini right here. We open up Gemini. This is a whole AI generated thumbnail. This whole thumbnail itself is AI generated. And that AI generated thumbnail pulled about a 7% CTR. You see right here, so it pulled about a 7% CTR. And that's smoothly what you need. So if you're pulling that, that's great. And you can see right here, so impressions. You want to have more impressions than views. And yeah, you want to make sure your keywords from your titles, some of them's popping up over here. That means that's a great thing, because that means now YouTube didn't just use the panel. The panel helped to get an initial push. It's actually pushing it out to the right people, and that's what you want to have. So, like I said, instead of you spending decades or you spending over a whole year, I had to come through with this method. So we can read it out. You see, impressions 0 to 5, do not send. So when you see this, do not send nothing yet when it's at 150 Once it hit this right here, so I'm gonna say this, once it hit 1,000 and 5,000, you can send 100 views, and 100 views could later on skyrocket up to 1,000. If your thumbnail is good in your title, if your thumbnail, basically the idea of the thumbnail, so let's say this, if the thumbnail and the title aligns and the idea of the thumbnail matches the title and the script and the hooks, you're gonna get pushed. How do you know you're gonna get pushed? Because let's go to the script. Let's view the script. Let's go to editor. Let's go to editor. Let's go to video clips. Sorry, this is my sped cousin in the background. My autistic cousin. He been living with my grandma for a while. His dad and his mom left him when he was little. They left him abandoned. So yeah. All right. So we go to this. So we want to basically make sure our hooks and everything is good for the first 30 seconds in. We want to make sure our script is good. So yeah, every single video won't go viral like the way it is. But I showed y'all on one of my other streams how to edit this. So if y'all go to it, y'all can see it. But yeah, but over here you see this. The script, it got literally some of these keywords of what's in our title, and that basically aligns with. So you basically need your title to match your thumbnail, but you don't want to put every single thing on the thumbnail on the text. You want to put a few keywords on the thumbnail from the title. You don't want to put every single thing. You don't want to do that. That'll be bad. But yeah, but you can see right here, reach. We got over 17,000 impressions. We use overview 1.7K views. So like I said, it can keep going up, but you want to also make sure this is right here, gets like a 70%, 80% right here, because that will tell YouTube that it'll keep pushing out. So like I said, the panels don't inflict this, the panels don't mess it up. Those are your hooks. You're in charge of that. So, and if y'all go through my other streams, y'all see that. So you're in charge of that. You got to make sure your scripts are good, make sure your hooks are coming out good, and I showed you how to do that. So sending 0 views right here is a baseline. So you don't want to send 0 views. You want to wait 1 to 6 hours or 12 hours, and then you want to send it. So you want to wait. My maximum zone is waiting 1 to 6 hours, because you want to wait until those impressions start drawing in, and then you can send those views. So yeah, and you can see from phase 1 to 100K views right here. So you can see this from, so you can see, so phase 2, 502,000, 150. So you can send about 100. So when this goes to about 2,000 impressions, 1,000 to 2,000 impressions, you can send about 100 views, 300 views, and then when you see the real keywords beating the code, and is going to suck us, that's a great thing. So the main thing you don't want to go for is you don't want to aim for external. You want to go for homepage and browse features. That means it's suggested meanings. If we go over here, so suggested meanings, when they're basically when they're clicking on one of our let's say this. So let's click on one of our videos. Let me show y'all. And you see it's starting to get ads already, which is crazy, but yeah, so you can see, and this is monetizable, these scripts. So you can see this is really suggested over. So when it says over at the suggestion, you can see we was gaining a lot of comments, over 19 comments, which is crazy. So you can see that it was being sent to the right audience, because we start gaining all those comments, and all those comments start coming in. So like I said, the hooks really do it, and the hooks, you want to make sure the hook matches the title, and you want to make sure the hook matches the script. You want to make sure the whole video, the thumbnail, everything is aligned with the idea of it. So yeah, that's really what causes a viral video. So like I said, this wasn't luck at all. What I did was, I did this live with y'all. If y'all go back to one of my streams, I told y'all to only send about, so we wait 6 to 12 hours, and we sent about closely to 100 views, and it got pushed out to 1,000 views. So yeah, so that's really the way how to do it. And you basically want to, so let me tell you the real strategy. You want to look for smaller channels, pulling in. So let's say if he got 6K subscribers. If he has 6K subscribers and he's pulling in 22K, if he's pulling 50K, 100K or more, bro, yo, what you do is you replicate it and you could bend it over to your angle. And I showed you how to do a video on that. Go back to that video. But yeah, so if y'all want another video how to do that, I can show you how to do that. But our bio is literally our whole angle. Every single video that we have posted is now our angle. So what we could do is we could take that viral outlier from that two months ago, or right here. We could look for a recent one that's over at the homepage, and we could basically bring that over to our angle, and we're going to get views for it, because if we're basically replicating an ongoing outlier video that's going viral on a smaller channel, we're more likely to do well too. So that's basically what I want to tell y'all. So only smaller channels, you see 700 views per hour. So you see this right here? We basically want to look for something like this. So what I'm going to show y'all with bending over. You know what? Since I'm a nice guy around and I'm cool, I'm about to leak y'all this whole sauce. So what we basically do right here is when we go to 700 views per hour. So you see 300 views per hour. And these gurus don't want you knowing this. They don't want you knowing this, but let me tell you a secret. If you put, the only thing you're spending about is like 84 cents, bro. That's not even $1, bro. And you spend it and this shit get pushed. You gotta get impressions. You wanna know something. Most niches can't even get impressions. Most niches get ignored. They stay under 200 views. They don't get impressions. So the method I'm giving y'all is really good. But yeah. So if we wanted to right here, I could basically screenshot this. I could screenshot this, and I can now come over to a new chat, open a new chat up. Go to here, Control V this shit. And what I could basically do, is copy these titles. I could have it bend over all these outlier titles in my lane. What I mean, you probably ask me, bro, what do you mean by bending over to your lane? What do you mean by that? I mean just this. So I could give it my bio, and I could just have it bending over to my angle. So I'll come over to here, and I could have it literally bend it over to my angle. So we come over there, and I could say bend it over to my angle. Take his outlier, and I would say, take his most recent outlier, and then bend it over to my lane. So if we go to here, what we'll basically do is give it, we got to copy this URL. So now we need this URL. So we're going to come here, and we're going to basically copy this, Control V this. So now what we're just going to do is we're just going to bend this over to our lane. And you probably ask me, bro, what do you mean bend it over to your lane? Bend it over to my lane. This competitor's most outlier title, or see if one of his outliers fit my lane, and give me the transformative title. So we don't even got a user prompt. I'll just type this out randomly, look, and this is how we do it. So we just go to here, and what it's going to basically do is looking at the competitor. So it says looking at competitors. So what it's going to do is give me a title. So you see right here, so competitors original, transformative one. So you can see transformative titles. I can say, so give me the winning title that will go viral on mine. And it tells me the winning one that will go viral on mine. You can see right here, so the winning title right here. So you see this right here. If we basically now go to this, we bend it over. We took his winning angle and we bent it over to ours. And you probably ask me, how did you do that, bro? So wait, how did you do that? We basically took his winning title. So what I'm gonna have it do is give me his title. So what title was that we bent this one from? And it's gonna basically tell us. And you see 31 overall score very low, very low. You can see he has about 20K average subscribers, right? And it's going to basically tell us which one did it bend it over from. You see 74.3 outlier right here, and it basically tells us which one. So this is the title it bended it from was basically this. It basically bent it over from this, and this is what it took it, and it bent it over from it. So you probably ask me, how did this happen? So you can see this lane. So if we use to drop a video right now in this lane, and we use the panel, we only send about, so let's say we give it 6 to 12 hours. If we start seeing impressions coming in, and we're going to use our same format. So basically what I mean by same format, let me go ahead and show y'all. So man, like I said, YouTube, y'all better pay me big money through the years for these methods, bro. I ain't playing no game, man. I ain't not playing no game, bro. Cause I'm somebody exclusive. Like, it ain't easy to talk to somebody like me, bro. You know, but yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna just go ahead and have it. I'm gonna give it the title. I'm gonna say our title. So yeah. So I'm gonna say business title. Make me a thumbnail like this, but put a few keywords on the thumbnail from the title that fit it. Thanks. Please. That will make it get a good CTR like this one, but keep the white background. Change the airplane and the text. So what it's going to do is create us a thumbnail. And we're going to use this winning title right here. And you can see, so the original try to competitor was this. So we basically took this winning angle right here. We took this winning angle of his, and we basically bent it over to ours. So if we go to this winning angle right here, you see this? This was his video. Literally, bro, 2 weeks ago, chat. Look, 2 weeks ago. You see Word documents. We literally took his most performing one, like what I literally say, and we bent it over to our lane. And that's what works. So if we was to post this tonight and with a great script, so if we was to get a great script and we was to use this, you want to know we'll get views for this, because guess what? We're doing a follow-up video to what already worked, and this gained about a 7.3 CTR, and we basically took what worked and we replicated it. But that's all I have for y'all, bro. And this is literally the document. So no, that's not the document. This is the document right here. So so yeah, this is the document right here. You can see, so the CTR is above. So your thumbnail, so you see right, CTR is 8%. Your thumbnail must be good. It must be more good than one or two 12 people who see it actually. So you see this CTR above 8%. Your thumbnail must be so good. Then one in 12 people who see it and actually click it. White background, clear space, readable text. This is watch time 40%. If your video is 5 minutes right here, people need to watch at least 2 minutes on average. This tells YouTube that this context delivery for the thumbnail promise. So yeah, so at least real keyword search right here. So at least real keyword search. This is proving a human actively. So search for your content. So people got to be searching for this content. And guess what? Guess what I said? We do what already worked on the other channel, and that's the only really secret how we're going to get impressions. So if we do what already worked, but we bend it over to our own lane and we don't copy them specifically, how do you know we're going to get impressions? But guess what? He just had an outlier 2 weeks ago. We're not copying him specifically. What we're doing is we're taking what already worked. So you see he's a smaller channel, 5.6K, 82 videos, and you see he has about 1.7 million. He has 200K views right here, 200 views per hour. So if we was to use his title right now, use this exact title we basically bending it from, YouTube's going to categorize, it's going to put my video under his audience on his suggested. So it's going to put it on his homepage of his audience page and it's suggested. And guess what? We look for smaller channels like this that's not over 100K subscribers. So you see average views. So we look for angles like this. That means we're going to go viral too. So you see 2K right here. So 2 months, 80,000 right here on a 3K. So it's a smaller channel and this is all AI generated. But like I said, you see 12 videos and we go to more and you see he has about 500K, February 13th, 3K. So this is what we call high demand and low supply, and this is what we're looking for. So like I said, we stay in a format like this, and like I said, I could keep resting repeating this format, and I can make over Kosi to, if I wanted to this year, I could make over Kosi to 100 videos with the same format and the same packaging and the same script structure, but I can make sure my hooks is way stronger than last time, and I can use the same structure over and over again. And what I mean by hook structure is what I told you on my last video, but hook structure is like mainly the order of the script. So if we go to this right here, and we basically copy and paste this. So if we copy this right here, copy all this, Control C this, we basically come in here, we come to our Microsoft Copilot. I like to use Microsoft Copilot because Microsoft Copilot works is really well. So like I said, I'm going to be dropping y'all as many methods more than what the coaches do. The coaches are cap. Coaches are cap. And I could ask her what is my hook structure. So we go to Control C, we basically paste this here, and it's going to tell me what is my hook structure. What's my hook structure? Please tell me. So it's going to tell me. What's my hook structure? Please tell me. So it's now going to tell me the hook structure. So you can see the hook structure is this. So we have this, and we ignore this shit. So our hook structure is basically hooks, setup, tensions, and yes, hook, setup, tensions. Yeah, so I'm gonna say hook, setup, tensions, reality shift, payoff, second story, CTA. So yeah, so I'm gonna ask it. So detect this hook structure on this one, and I'm gonna basically tell it to detect this one on this one. So it basically detected it. So it says your structures already contain hooks, and it says, you see this. So what I'm basically gonna do is probably have to make another chat, cause yeah, this one don't have no CTA. So what I hate about AI is what AI does is it basically keeps up to date with all of our chats, and I hate that it does that. So it keeps memories on all of our AI chats, and it loses where to really push the video at. And I hate that it does that shit. So what we're gonna do is basically paste the script here, and I'm gonna ask it the hook structure. So tell me, what's this hook structure order from hook to ending? And now it's gonna basically tell me the hook structure. So you can see the hook structure is basically hook, setup, framing, categorize, technical, escalations. And you can see this. So you can see hook, escalations, technical, justice, high stakes, and you can see call to action. So this is the full structure. So this was the actual. So this was the actual structure. So this was the actual structure you just detected on this whole script. You detected this whole structure. So this is the whole structure. And like I said, if this structure already went viral, we can use it over and over again because it's going to do as well. So with a way stronger hook, of course. So yeah, so you can see this right here. So this is basically the structure. So we use this. So we use hook, claims, triggers, escalation, technical, gyrations, static. We use forbins. We use cultures, histories, and why it's repeating. So you see this order right here: hook, authority framing, trigger event, escalations, technical jerks, geopolitical iterations, and then outro. So this was our whole structure, and we can use it over and over again. Like since this one did as well, we can use it again, and we can have it make sure we get way better scripts. But I would say the length we should do is at least 10 minutes for the next one. But since he did about 25, we could do about 10 minutes. It's just 8-minute one day good. But because you don't want to have it too long because people's retention span, they won't stay as long for that, and they won't watch it as long. So you might have low AVD. So I'll say 10% is good. And shorter videos really get pushed. So yeah, so when you start out a channel, shorter videos really get pushed. But this is really the hook structure. So like I said, it's the outro hook structure. So what we could do is basically copy all this right here. We could put this in our notes. But that's all I have for y'all, bro, today. And I'm not gonna. This is not gonna be a bit long. Like y'all probably seen the other videos. The other videos was long because I had to do a lot on that video, but this one wasn't as long. And I hope y'all understand it. So we're gonna pin this right here. So this is literally the hook structure. So we're gonna type hook structure for and then we're gonna basically tell it our channel name. Any channel name works. I say short channel names do the job. So if you have a short channel name, it'll work. But yeah, so short channel names do the job. But you can see our order with, like this is, we basically do authority framing. Let's go to this. We say we do hook, authority framing, trigger event, escalations, technical geopolitical, and then inner predictuations, and then predictuation and outro. So you can see this right. So we get straight to the point for the hook, and you want to make sure the hook is as good. So like I said, if the hook structure worked already before, we could do it again and again and again with way new words starting at the hook, but way stronger words in the last hook, and it's gonna go viral. So if we go to cook, this is all generated, AI generated. Literally no effort really putting into the channel. You can see he's monetized. He has ads.
Name. September 2nd, 1945.
So what YouTube really matters, they care about is your scripts being authentic. It's not being inauthentic, and your scripts matching. So everything you talk in the script, make sure it matches the title, and you want to put a few keywords in the thumbnail. But that's all I have for y'all, bro. And like I said, gurus make that shit as hard, and they overcomplicate YouTube. And I know, bro. I know, and y'all told me many times. Yeah. They overcomplicate it, bro, and they overthink it, bro. And yeah, so we can see the orders too. Let me show y'all my orders before I end. So we can see orders, SMM pack panel. And I want to show y'all before I end this full video of me recording this. I want to actually log into a panel and show you. So we'll go to here, and you can see this right here. So you can see I only sent 100 views. So you can see these dates. I only sent 100 views, and what happened was the algorithm literally pushed in my video. So if we go to this URL, I'm gonna show y'all. So that I'm not lying. It really works. So y'all think, oh, bro, everything. Nah, bro, it works. It works. See, the thing is, what dumb is, you let the coaches get to your head. Fuck the coaches. Coaches, I'm gonna say the only thing you might need is you can use literally your Cash App card, and the only thing you really need is So if you don't even got that much money on a Cash App card, I'm gonna say just load 10. Load 10 on this panel. This 10 could turn you into making 1,000, bro. Let me go ahead and show y'all how much that competitor made from that one video. Let me go ahead and spare y'all this. So you can see right here. So we go to this URL. This is the whole. You see this? We only sent about hold up. We only sent about 100 views, right? Highest views, right? We used browse features for search. We didn't use Suggles. We use non-drop. We use no whatever, etc. and you know that. But yeah, we use that, and I'm gonna show y'all. So what happened? So if we go to view stacks, what happened was this competitor literally made about, and some of y'all be complaining, oh bro, I just be wasting this money. You're not wasting no money, bro. Nigga, I'm Tay Reese, nigga. There's two different things. You watching those other niggas, you watching me, bro. So if you was in a booth with me, I'm gonna put you in a lane where you gonna really eat, bro. Nigga, you ain't gonna be in a lane where you gonna be struggling your whole. The only thing that's struggling with my channel is the fucking algorithm, bro. When I get money and get my cards loaded, nigga, you see them views tank up. I have panels. I'm giving y'all literally my whole strategy that gurus don't want me even leaking, bro. They ask me, they beg me, bro, can you please not link this, bro? I'm sorry, bro. They didn't want me to link these methods. They don't want me to give y'all all this shit, bro. They want to keep over there scamming, being fugazi. Nah, bro, I ain't finna keep letting them do that to my mans over here, bro. But yeah, so you see 1 point, you only need about 1K subscribers, and I'm telling y'all, the methods, once you start gaining those impressions, you're gonna see comments start getting flooded. And you want to make sure, basically, your hook, your script, matches your thumbnail. So yeah, you can see right here, 3 weeks ago, and we go to this, we click it. We click on it right here. You see, we click it. 3 weeks ago, we click it, and we click it right here. So we're gonna click into it. He made about 1K from this one video, and he's turned about right here. So you can see it went from 500 views. It was gaining these views, so and it started going up and up. So like I said, this panel method works that I just gave you. It literally started low. He literally started from 500 views, and it went up and up and up. YouTube started pushing it. So yeah, you can see. So he made why his views dropped right here, because he was supposed to make more videos similar to this. similar to the structure right here. So you're supposed to use the structure and then change the ending of it and make a follow-up video to get more views, because if it's still getting views per hour, now video's still going viral, you're going to more likely get views on the next one because they want to see more of it. So you see right here, what is he's doing right? Oh yeah, he's doing everything good. Yeah. This is really how it's supposed to be. His thumbnails could be a bit better, but his packaging is fire. That's really how it's supposed to be. But like I said, I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. But like I said, you can use these SMM panels if you feel like your channel's struggling too. So Suggers right here, you want to go over to Suggers overall right here. You want to see YouTube search. You want to make sure your keywords is popping up. Your keywords of your channel is popping up. You want to make sure no random keywords is popping up. You want to go to see more. So that's how you really know that SMM panels really work and it wasn't being pushed out to no random audience. So yeah, so that's all I have for y'all, bro. And yeah, so if we go to click this is really it. So we go to click this is really in our niche. It's basically pilots. Where our channel's about airplanes. So you can see these are about pilots, but YouTube categorized it. YouTube will start looking for a lookalike audience when it does the test phase. But like I said, the SOP will be in the description below where y'all can check it out at. But like I said, my main channel is ViewGel. And I'm reviving it though. I have an SMM panel. The way I just gave y'all is literally what most of these people use. Yayo use it. Yayo use it. I'm Yayo. Let me show y'all I'm Yayo. Yeah, he use it. And let's not forget about this. Bro. Yayo use it in panels. His boy Tap already said on Discord. So, and if you want to intakes, and if you want to if you want a confirmation, and I know he's probably not going to edge y'all back, but my boy could confirm it over it. Yayo used the same panel shit. So 600K views, this shit was bought it. More likely bought it. He bought it these right here. But I don't knock the grind. I don't knock the hustle, which I can't knock because it's a grind. So you see 3.2K right here. But when he first started right here, first 24 hours, he was gaining about $51, and it went up to about 5K. So like I said, I can't knock the grind. If you ain't grinding, you ain't shining. And like I said, he brought money to the table. He spent about probably 600, and he gained 3,000. So like I said, with a monetized channel, you're good. Hey, listen. All these fucking Indians, bro, look. He said them Indians, man. Yeah, he said them Indians, man. My boy, they don't fuck with the Indians, bro. When it come in, they don't want smoke. They don't care about the Indians. When it come in, they want to hear from me. They don't want to hear from all these Indians, bro. They want to hear from Tyrese because Tyrese is legit. Tyrese shows stuff that's really real, and they can see it out their eyes. Oh yeah, that's not fake, bro. All that shit he's showing is real. And they must be saying that, everything he's showing is real. And name one video I faked. I can't fake it. Fake a fucking video. Come on, bro. So yeah, I want to say this, so don't get all cheap and shit. Which I know my mom work a job. She work a job too. My dad work a job. My dad arrests prisoners. My dad's a constable. He arrests prisoners. And don't think the money's gonna go to waste. I literally just showed you how to. If you're really struggling, you want to get on suggested. Basically, what I would do is when you're using these panels, avoid using. So I'm gonna make another part 2 to this price soon, but I want to drop this panel away. So you want to go on suggested views. You want to go to retention 1.5 right here, and you want to basically avoid going external because external it kills like the channel. It kills the channel. So you want to have you save a zone. You want to send about close to 100, 300 views. And you don't want to go over that. So you after that right here. So this is retention 2 minutes up to 2 minutes. So you want to save. You want to use this right here. So this will more likely work. It's going to be about like this. So let's try it. So let's try it real quick. So if we go over to one of my videos, so let's go over there. So we go to content, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do it just about 100. So, and I want to show you how it works. So we could copy this, and I hope it don't send external. Please don't. And sometimes it does, which it actually makes me mad because so you basically want to make sure it's adjusted, trending, social related homepage keyword. So you basically want to make sure it's that. Yeah, so we'll go to here, we'll paste the YouTube video URL. So we'll copy the YouTube video URL. And I'm pretty sure y'all don't have no problem spending at least a fucking dollar. $1 on these views because guess what? These views, y'all seen literally channels that I just showed that these gurus don't want me leaking. They don't want me leaking this sauce. They think it's against their fucking ego that I'm giving this shit out, bro. As it is. So you can see right here. So we just sent this, and we literally sent about 100. So I want to basically tell you, once you have about, so this 300 views. Once you have about 2K to about 1K to 2K impressions, you want to send over closely to about. You want to send about 100 views, and you don't want to go for externals. Some panels might do that externals. You want to ignore it. You want to go for Suggest. You want to go for Browse. And like I said, SMM pack panel has a slot. You just want to avoid. You want to avoid external because external overkills the video. And like I said, a lot of these gurus probably told y'all that external is bad. Yes, it's bad. Suggest Browse feature is great. We need that. We want that. We don't want to go for. We don't want external. Externals are our biggest op. We want to find, so if you're finding SMM panels and you're doing your research, find ones, bro, that has Suggest, Browse features, don't have no external. Because if it has external, it's going to get you view jail. It's going to get you view jail. If it has Suggest, it's going to categorize for the algorithm to put our videos up in front of the right audience. In front of the right, it might send it, when you go to post it might send it to a random group, and then after like one in a few days, 1 to 6 days, or probably 3 to 6 days, you see that keywords will start popping up off your title. That means it's being sent to the right audience. So, like I said, I'm smart when it comes to this, bro. I don't fuck, all the gurus are fucking Indians. And fuck those guys. I don't got to deal with those guys. If anybody who I got to deal with, a YouTube employee, YouTube they self come to me, talking to me, I don't got to go past those niggas, bro. I don't got to go past them. I'm cool with a lot of YouTubers, but I don't got to go past them, bro. I said what I said. It's just YouTube will not push. Yeah, YouTube audience retention stays at 50%. YouTube will not push it. You want to at least go for 80%. And yeah, so Suggest right here. So Suggest videos traffic goes past 40%. This means YouTube is looking for a lookalike audience. So when this goes right here, so, and I could have it better explain it. So if you need basically Cardi to better explain this, I could basically have it better explain it. So right, so better explain this. So what I'm gonna have it do is better explain this in our chat. So yeah, we'll come over to our chat. And I'm going to basically tell it, better explain this. So, better explain this, please. Alright, so you can see where, so reading file, better explain this. So it's going to basically better explain this. It's going to say working. So it says reading. Alright, so it's going to basically say, let me explain this right here. So it's basically now so Cardi's gonna basically build us a phase system, and it's gonna basically explain this real quick. Better explain this so we can know. So yeah, so what's gonna basically do is better explain this for us, and I'm gonna read it off to y'all. But yeah, like I told y'all, bro, a lot of these videos stay view jail, and then they get a lot of views. And the panel way is the real way when you're struggling. If you're really struggling, you feel like you're gaining a lot of impressions. I mean, your hooks got to be a bit better, or either it's because you're struggling, so that's when the panels come in. And if your thumbnail was good too, and I'm not gonna lie, it will boost up the CTR. It will boost up the CTR. And how do you know that this works, Tate? Because guess what? Well, my boy over here, so I was basically telling my boy, so over here, he was basically telling me how, and this is the method that it dropped. He was basically saying, how, what the fuck was this possible? So he basically said, how did I go 1 out of 10 right here? So you see, 1 out of 10 was basically this. I basically had this unbanned video that did over 20K views. 20K views in long form. You see 20% impressions click rate, 1.15%, basically average view duration because my hook was good and it was 5 minutes. So the thumbnail basically mastered the title. So some keywords that was in the thumbnail was in the title. So right here, you see, get back your permanently. I didn't really copy every single word. I put a few keywords in the title, and that's what made it really, the audience really sent it. So, and that works most of the time. So you could apply the strategy, and the panel I was using for when I first did this right here was full line. So full line, let me tell you full line. So I'm not going to end this full video yet. And I'm sorry, I apologize if the video was long, but yeah. But, and like I said, these gurus have so much egos. They make it to where they think I gotta deal with them. I don't gotta deal with y'all, bro. After the day, like, bro, I gotta deal with YouTube, bro. I don't gotta go past gurus. The gurus telling me, no, don't do this. Who are you to tell me? You're not my coach. You're the other people's coach. You're not my fucking coach. I coach myself. I ain't coach y'all. I coach most of my peoples who watch my videos. You're not my coach. You're not my coach. So yeah, so we go to orders, and you can see this over here. So if we go to YouTube, you can see this. So what we basically did was we sent. So I remember basically 2024. I basically did it. So this slide over here is what I did, and I don't want to be ignorant or none, but most of these gurus just think they could do whatever they want and think they could put anything, bruh. We're not doing it over here, bruh. So what works well is this high retention right here. So you would do this. But what you would do is you could do about, so the save zone will be about 100. It'll be about 100, and it will say 25 hours right here, 19 minutes, and then you will basically paste your URL. You can see 1.3 minutes retention. So you want to make sure you avoid external though. So you could do this. You can mix this in, and you can use SMM pack. And then what you could also do. So let's go to views, YouTube views. All right. So you don't want to use high drops. You want to basically, let's see if they have suggest. So if they got Suggas, that would be great. Way better. Way better. And yeah, so Suggas, and they do. So you can use Suggas right here. You can be mixing browse features 33 each. You can mix this in. You can do over closely to 100 views. And it could even send your video probably to 1,000. It could send it if your hook and your title and your thumbnail matches everything together. If the idea everything matches, your video will be it will go from at least 100 views all the way into 1,000, and you'll see comments start flooding in. YouTube's gonna keep pushing it. So, yeah. But that's what I basically want to tell y'all. So, what I basically had AI do over here was explain it better over here. So, yeah. So you can see right here, phase 1, C1. So CTR needed. So need at least 8% CTR to pass. AVG is like average view duration, watch time 40%. You can say so. You need watch time 40%. You need first real keywords to appear. So even one human search visits unlocks the phase 2. So when one person search for your keyword, it unlocks the phase 2. It says no hard drops, gradual slop. So you need your script to be as good. So you can see. So here's the full interactions where this says click between phase 1 and phase 2, phase 3. Then click this each right here. So this is phase 1. So and I can ask it. So what really causes this to go viral? So the hook, the title, and the thumbnail gotta match, right? And the thumbnail don't gotta be too crazy, but all these 3 things gotta match, and these will pass the phases, right? So the hook, the thumbnail, and the title, right? And yeah, and the script. So those are the right things that matches. So when those things matches, then what phase is next? And it's going to basically tell us, but that's all I have for y'all today. And yeah, so Suggas right here, plus direct, plus 33 right here. So you basically put your YouTube video URL. So like I said, that's what most of these gurus don't want y'all to know. Most of them use panels. And you probably see they get a lot of views. They use panels, and then what they do is the real viewers start coming in. So like I said, the real viewers start coming in, and yeah. So like same with this one. Like I didn't know I was gonna gain these a lot of comments. I did the strategy, and I rest and repeat this, and it works every single really time. You see, this is the ref. So what they did was type in my keywords, and that's how they really found my video. So they found my video through keywords, and yeah. So like I really told you, the script and the hooks is what keeps them on. So you want to have at least 70 to 80% for the first 30 seconds into the long form video, and same with shorts. But you don't got to use SMM panel for shorts. What we do is we better our scripts. We better our hooks, and we find route titles, and we do the same shit. I gave y'all most of the short strategy, but this is the one for the long form, because I know long form videos take as long, but me leaking this method is about to put a lot of people on game. And like I said, I don't gotta fix shit. I've been famous my whole entire career. Bro. Before YouTube went through and they decided they wanted to play man-to-man games and take down my other channel, and y'all can watch my other videos. They took out my other video. I had my one first viral 2K video, and like I said, I've been at it through my whole 2K career. So, like I said, after all these coaches y'all watch who you watch. But yeah, so y'all can watch my other videos. But yeah, so y'all can see that I show proof of my other videos. But I'm not signed in on this PC. But my PC, my real PC's in the shop. So what it does right here is it's gonna load. But yeah, so this is phase 1. So phase 1 0500. So four things signals. So CTR. So the thumbnail really gotta match. Yeah, so we're gonna let it load, and it's gonna load and do its thing. But yeah. And you basically want your hook to match your title, and then you want your title to match your thumbnail. Yeah, so you see CTR more, so that means more than 1 in 12 people clicks your video. So when it has an 8% CTR, that means more than 12 to 1% of people click the video. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is basically wrapping up things, and it's gonna basically let us know the sauce. So yeah, so this video is about to wrap up, and I'm about to end this video and post this in long form. But I basically wanted to show y'all how to do this. So like I said, this method works. It's not guaranteed to work every single time. So, and every single thumbnail on your video won't go viral, but it's about testing. So, like I said, it works for some videos. It works for some of these videos, but you just want a better thumbnail. You want a better thumbnail, and yeah. So, like I said, we go to our dashboard. We go to here, and we can see that. Let's go to dashboard. So you can see 1.8 minute, 1.8 minute, but yeah. So, and sometimes it might take long for the panel to send it. So you see all 3 match. So you see right here. So exactly. So it says right toggle. So first, so it says first 5 to 15 seconds of the video moment the viewers decide to stay or leave. So yeah. So active. So this is all gonna match. So all 3 gotta match. So you basically want the first 5 to 15 seconds, and then you want the keyword. You want them to search for the keyword. It says the searchable keyword phrase. People that typed in to find your video must match what's inside. So it must match what's inside the video. And this is what you say out loud. YouTube describes every word and uses it to understand the niche. So anything that's said like in a script, YouTube use that to decide to understand the niche. So like I said, YouTube now uses Gemini that scans every single thing on your video. So this is hook the viewers 15 seconds right here. So titles is what people search. So it says titles is what people search. YouTube shows your thumbnail to people who search the phrase. So the first search the phrase of the title. So the title could be like the keyword. So it could say, so script says the keyword out loud, and yeah. So you see right here. So here's the full breakdown of it. Toggle. So it says the core idea that you need to know. So it says the title. So title is built in like this. So it says riff like this. This is YouTube pushes this. And the hook, when somebody clicks it 5-15 seconds, what's inside, if the title says this right here, and the video opens up 5 to 15 seconds, that's a little easy. And the video opens up with 30 seconds of your face talking, people leave immediately, that's a filter. So it says the script is proof right here. So YouTube transcribes the AI. So it says when you say less out loud, and yeah, so I'm gonna basically say so give me the title and the script and highlight the word of what I say on the script for it to get pushed to pass phase. Show me, for example. Then give me the keywords in green, what people gotta search up. In my opinion, I'm the best YouTube automation streamer in the world. Best in the YouTube automation space who gives out this most sauce. And this is right here like your analytics. So you see average percentage view. So this is like how much average percentage view, basically how much average percentage of the people like views your video. So yeah, and you can see average view duration is how long they stayed. So 6.11, 3.40, and 3.33, 5.53. So yeah, so you can see that this is real. Everything right here is real, and it's literally the sauce. So quality is really the sauce. This is whatever the topic is. So it says use it. So like it says so, or pass. So whatever footage you have built in. So what I'm gonna have it do is basically just give it this title. So for example, what I'm gonna do is just give it this title. For example, so I'm gonna come to this. I'm gonna basically copy and paste this. I'm gonna say use this title, for example. So it's going to use this title for example. So yeah, so it's going to use this title for example. And it's going to basically tell us what's supposed to be in our hook, and then what's supposed to be in our title for it to go viral to get picked up by the algorithm. So you see toggling keywords. So yeah, so it's just about, and then you want the viewers like to search up like a few of these keywords from the title for you to really get views, for the algorithm to really pick it up. So yeah, that's really just about it. And like I said, you see, so what it looks like right here. So you see, so your title is this, and then the hook. So we start off a hook and this. We basically put the starting of this right here. So we put the starting of the title and a hook. So this is really what causes it to go viral. So you see, this really what causes it to go viral. So hook, and then setup, and then core story, and then basically the deep cut, and then we have about this. So this is the deep cut, and this is drive the face through the comments, and then this is the closing and right there. So this is the hook structure you could use, and I could use too to go viral yet again. And yeah, so this is what people searching. So what we want people searching is we want people searching these. We want people searching these keywords for our video to really start getting views. So this is what people search to find this video. Every green keyword is matched above this. So this is the real sauce right here, and this link right here of my basically my quality chat will be in the description where you could check it out at. So you can see hook opens up this right here, core story, deep, and I can basically tell me the permanent hook structure to this I should use for every video. Thanks. So it's gonna basically tell me the hook structure, and it's gonna basically tell us it. So like I said, this is the basic hooks that opens up, and then CTR. So we basically, and we can ask it too, what do we want right here on our for our thumbnail. So if you don't know what you should put on the thumbnail, so let me go ahead and leak out the sauce. It's just right, I leak all the sauce in one video. I don't even care. And I'm sorry if this video is long, bro. I'm airing out the game. I'm airing out the game. And yeah, it's just right. I'm not even putting no thumbnail on this video. I'm straight up posting it. So you can see right here. So this is the disrupt. This is what we did. We expected this. And yeah, you can see. So this is basically like the hook structure, and this is our permanent hook structure we can use for every single video. So this is the keywords where boost signals at. And we can use this for every single video. And yeah, like I said, we just want a few of our keywords in the title. So it's never open up with your name. Hey guys, welcome this. It says your title keyword must be spoken in the first 30 seconds. So YouTube needs to hear this right here. So yeah, YouTube needs to hear it just for them to push the video. So it says the title. So you see right here the thumbnail. So it says thumbnail, whatever image is, it says whatever the thumbnail is. If the thumbnail shows F2 right here, that shows your face. So we should put this in the thumbnail. So like I said, it's really how you really create a viral video. And this chat itself will be in the description of this video where you can check it out at. So disrupt, validation, promise, proof, tease. So this is really our script structure we can stick to. But yeah, so that's all I have for y'all, bro. And let me go ahead and name this the Tyrese. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. And yeah. And like I said, this channel didn't have luck. And I just told y'all the whole way. Instead of you waiting days and decades, so if you can use the panel way to start getting, it helps for the impressions and your thumbnail. So everything in a thumbnail. So the first few title keywords, like I said, Cardi just told us. So the first few words in your thumbnail got to be basically in your the first few words in your title got to be in your thumbnail for YouTube to push it. Yeah, so and you can put in the tags, but you can use the same methods. There's old streams out you can watch on my channel, but that's all I have for y'all today, bro. And I hope y'all do go viral, and I hope y'all do make it soon, bro. But like I said, keep grinding. And also, if you don't believe Yayo use panels, go to Top Pain will tell you that, yeah, this nigga use panels. No, he's not legit. Yayo used to scam, bro. He used to scam, get out on all of us back then. All of us, bro. All of us. So, like I said, bots used to, a lot of shit, bro. But yeah, but I don't want to air out the whole game right here of what he do, because that'll be fucked up of me. I'm just going to be up here just yapping. But like I said, this was a great video right here. So you can use this right here. Use these panels, and you can use amazing SMM. And you can use this. But I'm gonna drop more videos like this soon, and I'm gonna see you on my next video. But I hope that's being said, and catch you on the next one. Peace.